So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So a couple of questions. Do you practice what you're learning? And do you do it for greatness? Is that what you're doing it for? I'm going to have some comments based on a lot of feedback I've had over the years here about practicing on today's show. A couple different twists we've not done before, so hang on for the ride. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. It's very, very simple. Your life is in transition continually. We're going to stand up, take a step, and repeat. We're going to try to do things we want to be doing. And every time we step forward, we're in a place of, what's going on? So got to figure that out. Got to get through it. That's what the show's all about. Give you some ideas, some strategies, some understanding, some knowledge you can use to get what you want. And yes, if we're lucky, a fair amount of motivation and inspiration. I personally believe this. Here's my thing about motivation. I do not believe that I have the power and the ability to motivate you. I can't get you motivated. It has to come from inside. However, I do have the ability to get your attention. I do have the ability to get inside you with some curiosity. I do have the ability to give you some knowledge and get you excited. I do have the ability to use that and to persuade you in a way that hopefully by the end of this program and every program I do, you walk away feeling a little bit of a lighter step, like, hey, okay, I can do this thing. Just a little bit. That's what we'll do today, if it's okay. My name is Scott Smith. I am the founder and the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Grateful you were here today. My book I wrote, it's kind of weird now because I wrote it and they did the layout and they're like, okay, we'll be in touch in a month or so. I'm like, what? It's like, boom, it's just gone. So the big people have it. They're getting ready to do all the stuff. And I'll talk about this soon. It's going to go on sale October 4th. I'll be telling you all about that, including some of you. We're going to have some pre-readers on this. I'll be asking you to help me do that. Mondays, we always start the day with a simple question. Have you done your homework? Here's how it goes. Do this when you get done today. If you haven't done this with me before, you can do it every day, but do it today when you're done. It's a simple question. You sit down, you say, how's my life going? And the answers are going to be maybe shocking to you, maybe boring to you. I don't know. But in any case, if you open up to it, you are going to find an answer you're looking for. And it may be like, not so good. I need to do something about it. Or maybe it's awesome. I'm so happy right now. Life is really good. I don't know what it is, but I do know one thing. Life is so busy. So much is going on. We're so distracted in so many different directions, and that's by design. A lot of people are just, their whole job is to distract you. If you don't stop for a minute and look at how you're doing and question every area of your life, just question it and then listen for the answer. If you don't do that, you'll never change it. So do your homework. We're going to talk about practice today, if okay. So I want you to practice because I want you to be great. I want you to have greatness in your life. Now, how do I define greatness? I'm going to allow you to define it, if that's okay. You get to choose that. Everybody's a little bit different. There are some people who have, it's a time period. They want to be great for until they're 60 years old. Other people want to be great until they're dead, remembered forever. Some people want to be great at being a mom or dad, or some people want to be great at the job. Some people want to be great athletes. It just depends. So I let you do that because I think your happiness comes in the strangest ways. And frankly, I don't think you actually know where that comes from. Very few people I've ever met are consciously aware of what makes them happy, and what makes you happy is going to make you great. Sometimes it's far less than you dreamed of. I know that was the case for me. I mean, world domination was my key, my goal, along with everybody else back when I was 18 years old. By the time I was up 24, I said, okay, this world domination thing is not my gig. I changed it around. I started doing something different. But how do you get there? Well, you have to pull the knowledge together. If you didn't happen to hear the Husband and Wife Talking Life show, I spent a lot of time talking about liminal learning on the Saturday show this past Saturday. You want to check that out, episode number 28. But I talked about that. I talked about in the sense of practicing, in the sense of learning something new, gathering new knowledge, and then pulling some understanding from the knowledge that you get and then being willing to practice it. Now, most people, when they say practice, you probably heard this phrase, practice makes perfect. And a lot of people will sit down to be perfect at that. I have never quite been that way. Even when I was flying airplanes, I knew that I couldn't quite be perfect. I had to be good enough and able to be flexible. That was it. Perfect wasn't going to do it. Perfect would lock me in too tight. So I don't want to talk about being perfect because it doesn't take being perfect to be great at all. And plus, most people can't practice perfectly. Think about that. Can you get it perfect every single time? There's always another level, isn't there? And by the way, if you could practice perfectly, would you need to practice? Simple question. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes, as they say, permanent. I talked about that on that show with my wife, and she had heard the phrase "practice makes perfect," and she said, "Boy, that's what it is." Yeah, and that's where she was. As soon as I said practice makes permanent, something that's been around for a long time, she's never heard it, and you could see it, you can hear it in her voice and her reaction to it, that she, like, boom, light bulb went off there. Practice makes permanent. And if you want to be great in your life and do great things, you have to practice what you want to be great at, and then you have to make it so it sticks. Not going to be perfect. Good days, bad days. It's got to be good enough, but it has to stick. If you practice bad thinking, guess what's going to stick? You're going to get all the bad thoughts you ever wanted your entire life. You know it's true. Just think about it. That old stinking thinking. You're going to attract the stinking thinking people. I don't attract people like that. I never do. When they happen to cross my path by mistake, it's like, that's weird. This person's got stinking thinking. Practice makes permanent. If I practice positivity, that's what I am every single day. If you practice bad manners, you're going to get more chances to be rude and bad. It's just going to happen. You're going to get good at it. People are going to probably open up opportunities for you. It's not going to make you great, though, unless you want to be great at being rude. Practice makes permanent, doesn't it? If you do it every single day, that's what you're going to be. It's not what you want to be. It's who you are today. It's how you're living today. It's the actions you're taking today. It's what you're practicing just getting out of bed. You're practicing breathing and walking all day long. If you breathe well and walk well and eat well and go to the bathroom well, guess what? You're going to be great at it someday. Practice makes permanent. How about relationship skills? If you have bad relationship skills, if that's what you practice every single day, if you don't take the time to say, how do I make a better relationship and practice those skills? If you do it badly, you are guaranteed to miss out on the best life has to offer, because your life comes down to the relationships you have. I don't need anybody except me. Well, then it comes down to the relationship you have with you. And you better practice a good one, because you're the only thing you got if you think that way. It's always that way. It's never going to change. You can harness the power of practice makes permanent. Practice being positive, forward-thinking, believing life is good. That's what you get. Practice and being a good person. That is always what you get. At thinking of others, that's what you're going to get. You'll find yourself surrounded by good people. Practice being present, respectful, and loving in your relationships, and you will never, ever be alone in your life. So when I say practice makes greatness, it's because we're taking the knowledge that we have and we're figuring out how to understand it better and then put it in a repeatable pattern that we can do permanently, forever. Allows us to find our greatness, to share our greatness, and to keep our greatness forever and ever and ever. Amen. And if you're really good at it, when you're long gone, somebody else remember how great you were. And they'll say, how do they do that? How are they such a cool person? Well, they were polite. They worked hard, read the Bible every single morning, was big into self-help. 5 days a week at the gym. That's what they did. They practiced, and they got remembered as being a very great person. Hey, do me a favor. Join me on my Facebook page, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. And if you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the more people subscribe, I have not put the number out yet, but I'm going to go live every single day with these. Well, not live, but the shows will be there. And I'm just kind of building that subscriber list up. So when I start, I know you're there. Go to dailyboostpodcast.com/YouTube and subscribe. Watch the old videos. Laugh at me if you choose. It's actually good content, but it's just about 9 years old. Go ahead and watch those and have a good laugh. They're going to come down. You're not going to see them again. They're going to disappear. So you don't have much time to do it. Okay, go get them. All right, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Boost.